suppose the way I see it that it differs is that it's much more multidimensional. So it's actually looking at what the future revenue strategy of the whole entire business is. So moving on just beyond sales, what are the other services that you can do? What are the other products you can evolve? It's also looking at the multi-market strategy, which you might also look at if you were head of sales. But I also think it's then going, what else can we do with the rest of the business and the rest of those departments where we can work seamlessly together to build a new product or a service that we are thinking about sort of looking at. I suppose none of us are a success if none of us are talking. So sales can't be a success if we're not marketing, and sales can't be a success again if product's not doing their role. So it's all about making sure that we're communicating on a weekly, daily basis to work out how we improve, but also like when we're listening to our clients, what can we then use from that to then translate into the rest of the company? So yeah, everyone needs to be talking constantly together because otherwise we just can't build a product that a client actually wants. From an internal perspective, I think it means that you have less decision makers. You've got people who have a better overview of the whole entire company. So you can actually make decisions on the fly much quicker without having to get too much bureaucracy involved. And then for a client, I think it means that you end up coming up with a much better product and also something that evolves much more quickly to answer their needs. Where if you've got to jump through those hoops, multiple different departments, actually it's really, really quite hard to do that. You have to be solution orientated because you will find a load of different problems or challenges that you need to answer. I think you also need to be able to make decisions quickly and act on them. And then I think you also have to be really sort of like open and honest and transparent because I think that's the only way that, one, you can work with the team, but two, also to be able to sort of get trust from your clients. Like you have to be able to deliver what you say you can deliver. And so I think you could probably have that for multiple roles, but I think especially for the new types of CRO, that's really, really important. I suppose the sort of potentially best example is just when I originally started at Spotify. So actually incredibly successful business now, but at the start it was very focused on just audio ads. And actually it was coming in with digital experience and then getting them to understand the opportunities around being able to work on sort of like just more digital assets. I don't think it was a particularly hard thing to do because the business was so innovative anyway and it wanted to try new things. But it took a number of different stakeholders to go through that process and then also to get product guys to build it. Because most product guys wanted to build the cool, sexy sort of music listening part, not the ad platform. And so it was, again, working with multiple stakeholders to try and get that sort of pushed through. I think it's quite often because there are just new businesses that are completely different business models, but also people wanting to try and do stuff differently. So I definitely know the head of knowledge at one company, but I also think it's driven by the capacity or the demand that people do multiple things. So actually, if you're doing multiple things, you end up having to have a different title because actually you're not just doing revenue, you're not just doing product. And so it's about people then evolving into those different types of roles.